Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for all my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And this is an opinion-based video channel where I talk about true crime stories and things that are taking place, whether they are good or wacky, throughout our country and our world, and just to elevate your eyeballs and your ears to what's going on around you. And I want to thank my continued followers and supporters, and I do have a Cash App at $Trevor Donald 20. That's $Trevor Donald 20, and any contributions or support is much appreciated. And this one is coming straight out of Minnesota. And these young people today have a lot going on, and many of their activities and their energy is focused in the wrong direction. And this one is a very, very troubling story. It's going to be hard to give you just when I think I've told you the worst and most heinous story. Man, these human beings can outdo each other each and every day. So, here we go. This is a 20-year-old mother out of Minnesota, Bloomington. Woman drowned child in bathtub and threw body in Bloomington hotel dumpster, police say. 20-year-old mother is accused of drowning her child in a tub at a Bloomington hotel because she, listen to this, could not enjoy her bath while he was crying in the other room, according to court records. Esperanza Ray Harding is facing a second-degree murder charge in Hennepin County for the death of her child, even though authorities have not been able to locate the child's body. Court records do not indicate how old the child was. According to charges filed on Friday, police responded to Children's Hospital on March 6 for a missing child report and spoke to Harding, who claimed her child died in the hospital from natural causes. But there was no record of him being admitted or dying there. So she went to the hospital without her child and said that he died at the hospital. And the cameras and doctors and nurses and witnesses, and nobody saw the child. After speaking with law enforcement, Harding allegedly admitted her child had actually died at a Bloomington hotel on February 28th. Harding told investigators she was trying to take a bath when he started crying in the other room, and she was upset she could not enjoy her bath, charges read. This is a true story. Harding allegedly explained how she drowned her child in the bathtub and wrapped up his body, put it in a backpack, and threw it in a dumpster, charges read. Authorities recovered cell phone evidence, including a picture of a child in the tub allegedly taken after the incident, and text messages Harding sent to her 18-year-old boyfriend, Edwin Trudeau, whom she claimed to have been dating, according to court records. And the text messages go like this: "I'm about to do something bad. Please answer me." This is what she's texting the boyfriend, Edwin, who's not the father of the baby. He's not going to be here much longer, talking about her baby. Harding allegedly texted Trudeau, to which he responded. You won't believe what his response was. Now, this is an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old. "Okay, that's okay." Meaning he's saying that's okay for you to get rid of your child. He didn't want the baby anyway. He wanted all her attention to be on him, and he was jealous that she had a child and had to attend to it. When Harding texted again that the child was dead and that she was sorry, he allegedly responded, "Don't be." Harding claims Trudeau came over to the hotel room and they tried CPR, but it did not work. No one called 911 for help, and charges allege Trudeau suggested Harding bring the child to the dumpster and act as if she was throwing the trash out. And right after she had drowned the child, and if you think it can't get any worse, after she drowned and murdered her child, and Trudeau comes over, while the baby was still in the bathtub, she decides to have intimate relations with Trudeau in the bed before they disposed of the body. That's correct. She had intimate relations with Trudeau after she just murdered her baby boy, and he did too. While they were at the hotel, Harding claimed Trudeau kept yelling they needed to get out of this situation, saying, "If you go down, I go down, no matter what." And that it is always going to be us, Bonnie and Clyde, the charges allege. Trudeau was charged on Friday with aiding an offender by being an accomplice after the fact. A judge set his bail at $1 million without conditions or $500,000 with conditions. Harding appeared in court and her bail was set at $1.5 million. They both remain in custody in Hennepin County Jail. I had to do this story. We are having an epidemic of young people who are completely callous and have no humanity or hope left in their soul. Mental illness, as I say in many of my videos when I talk about such heinous and trepidatious crimes, and there's such a menacity of anger and vitriol that these young people, when they get into tight situations or if their brains start to be wacky, they are doing the worst things on the planet to people, to each other, and to their own children, brothers, sisters, and mothers and fathers. There's stories of young people killing their parents, killing their brothers and sisters. And now we have a 20-year-old who is probably too young and too immature to have a child, decides, and that's obvious, and then she decides after giving birth that she wants to get rid of her child and have a relationship with this 18-year-old kid and maintain her youthfulness, and decides to drown her son, who is by somebody else. The measuring stick between life and death for our young people today, and I don't care, black, white, blue, green, it doesn't matter. Crime, death, murder, gun violence, the opioid crisis, mental health issues do not have a zip code. They don't have a border between city, county, and suburb, individual states, rich or poor, race, sex, gender, identity, any of that. Mental illness is real. Evidently, this young lady is suffering from severe mental illness, and she is going to spend a very long time in jail. And this gentleman, birds of a feather flock together, that she was with, is just as sick and as insane as he is. When they both looked at this baby, do they not remember that they used to be a baby and they got an opportunity to become 18 and 20? This kid did not have a chance. And I tell people all the time, love is an action and a verb. You don't get a chance to ask God what family you're going to be born in. It's a risk that we all take. And just because it's your mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, grandfather, whoever, that does not mean that they're going to love you. They have to show it to you. And her show for love, which is an action and a verb, was to commit a heinous crime against her own son so she could be with her boyfriend. And then they decided to have intimate relations after the boy's death while he was still in the tub. And then after that, they decide to dispose of the little boy's body as if it was trash. And to this day, they still haven't found the little boy. I have to bring these stories up. We have to raise our level of consciousness. I am not making this salacious. I am tired of hearing these narratives. We have to love these kids and mentor these kids. Too many fatherless homes, and we have to provide guidance and help for these young people. They don't know what they're doing, and they are the children of the corn, many of them. Tell me what you think. This has been the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth.